Hello, Aquarius friends. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. So this is your weekly Tarology report from the 12th through the 18th, 2024. This is for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or anywhere else that you have Uranus as a major ruler in your chart. And let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So Aquarius, obviously you know that this is a huge week for you because not only is Mars moving into your sign, Venus goes into your sign. So you have every planet in your sign, including Pluto. That is going to create multiple oppositions this week. It's going to create multiple conjunctions this week, and it's just going to be an extremely busy, energetic week for you. But let's go ahead and see very specifically what it is that we can call out for you. I will give you all of the astrology. Make sure that you're looking at your sun, your moon, your rising, again, anywhere else that you know your planets, to get a full reading. If you need personal healing, energy support, crystal support, or any of those things, the description box will give you the link to my website. Wow. Okay, I'm not surprised about this. 963 hertz is going to be required for many Aquarius this week because of the multitude of changes that are getting ready to come through. You already have Mercury there, and that is already changing the quality of conversation for people and the way that people are thinking. Now you have Mars going into your sign here on Monday. Everyone's going to wake up into that energy on Tuesday. It's going to create, again, a huge conjunction with Pluto on Wednesday. It's going to create a, there's other situations that are popping up, like I said, Thursday, very specifically with Venus moving in. There's different squares that are going to be developed this week with that Mercury in Aquarius, especially on Thursday, with the moon in Taurus. Every single day there's something going on, Aquarius, okay? So getting back to the frequency of settling down into the energy is going to require 963 hertz. And very specifically what this is doing, this true state of being, it's sort of like resetting multiple things. So we'll take a look at the end of the reading to give you some crystal suggestions that go along with utilizing this frequency hertz music. It's a lot. So if you're an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, just like my Capricorn friends, I wish you well. Okay, let's go ahead and get your 7 cards. They're not even waiting. Merciful heavens. Okay, let's get your cards out. You have a pair that shows up here for Monday. Let's get into the rest of the energy cards for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What I was going to say is, yeah, I knew it was coming. You will have 4 oracles that are going to come out with this one in support, and of course I'm going to clarify each of these main energies to give you as much detail as I can. See, for me, what I'm already seeing here is these are going to have a lot of things to do with the planetary placements. Please make sure you know your supportive signs. Merciful heavens. Okay, if you're a sun sign, my heart is with you. It needs to be both of these. So I want to say this about that. These 2 cards both showed up here in Capricorn's reading in different spots. But if you're on the cusp, it's possible you might need to take a look at the Capricorn reading to assist yourself. Whew, that one flew. Okay. Just to give you a little bit of support. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sunday's energy. Wow. Yeah, see, I'm not surprised. And I'm not surprised. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. That is planet Jupiter hanging out with Taurus, and your ruling planet Uranus. So that might be important for you to maintain and pay attention to sort of what's going on there for you very specifically. All right, let's take a look at what we got here, peoples. We have Page of Cups in reverse with the 6 of Wands in reverse. That is not necessarily feeling good, but Monday was going to toss a lot of people around like a rag doll anyway, so let's just go ahead and talk about what that looks like. We'll get more into why that could be when we get into the clarifiers, but the Page of Cups, not hearing or seeing or feeling something that you thought was on its way towards you. That's pretty much what it basically boils down to. The one other part that I need to bring into this is the fact that this morning, like I said, we did have a major conjunction that took place about 2 o'clock, and that was with the moon in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. And so from a spiritual perspective, that is changing people's dynamic when it comes to, like I said, the way that you are receiving information. And then with the energy that shifted with the moon going into Aries, specifically, and you are looking at trying to do practical steps this entire week because you're in the energy of the 6th house. Healing, chopping wood, carrying water, thinking about the practical things that we need to be able to do, all the daily functions. That's sort of the energy that you're in. When you have all of these dramatic and explosive energy changes, sometimes you just feel like you don't have it all put together because there's just too many distractions. That's really sort of what the energy is that I'm getting here. Literally, is what it's showing me. But from a card perspective alone, what it is sharing with me is that there might not have been an offer that you would have expected to help you get to this next place that you were wanting to go. Okay. There's a huge square that developed on the back end. You'll feel it a little bit more with your ruling planet. So you are having a square on this day. It's minor as far as the elevation of how we view squares. It's very tiny, but your ruling planet Aquarius is squaring you very directly. So it throws you off your game a little bit. So just hold that down, because you are going to be victorious here. They're just sharing with you what your next steps are. Then, of course, you have your ruling star coming in here, the star card meaning you coming into your own reading and healing in the upright means that regardless of what was going on here earlier on the day or any energy up into this moment, you are going to come out of that. What it's showing me here with Pluto, the death card, Scorpio energy, is that you could be resisting something. And so we're going to get really deep into the rabbit hole about what this looks like, because you need to pull yourself out of this resistance, whatever this resistance is. But again, Mars is having a conjunction with Pluto and Aquarius here on Wednesday that could really, again, throw you off your game. 2 different energies that show up along with another different square. So you have to resist. You're resisting something that wants to come in. So the Judgment card in the upright is awesome, but it's also Pluto. So you have heavy Pluto. The Judgment card is planet Pluto, and it is asking you to be ready to receive this. You asked for it, but there's some sort of resistance that has to get clarified here. The 9 of Wands energy followed by this 4 of Swords. I've said this like 17 times this week, so this is obviously going to be affecting a lot of different people. But the 9 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. We know how tired you are. We know how much energy and effort you've put in the past. We need for you to hang out with us. Take a break. Rest and relax. Spirit is with you. This is a faith card. And in order for you to receive the next piece of information, if you're not getting that message, is you need to go into rest period. 4 of Swords energy is what we have here. Taking in the energy from Spirit, receiving those downloads, integrating the downloads if you've had them, and letting yourself be at peace. This is what you need to balance. This is Libra energy right here, okay? Libra energy again when we get to the energy of Saturday. The Queen of Swords in the reverse position is Libra's energy, and it is asking you to soften something. So when she's in her upright and she's chopping off people's heads because we just need to get down to the brass tacks about it, when she's in the reverse position, she's like, no, I'm going to listen to sort of what's going on here because it's going to be more heart-centered over what's going on in my head at this moment. She doesn't like being in that position. I can understand why we're in the 8 of Swords by the time we get towards the weekend. It's because that's not a natural position for what any air sign wants to do. We want to be in our, making those thought processes happen very, very quickly. This weekend, they're like, no, no, take a break. We really need to focus on what that looks like. So we're going to pull in the clarifiers. I'm going to give you more of the astrology that goes along with it so you can follow in your own birth chart and understand these energies that are going on with you. Okay. Let's take a look at this Page of Cups and the 6 of Wands in the reverse position. This wah, wah, wah. What do we have going on here? Oh, merciful heavens. Let's look at this. Page of Cups, clarified. I don't even need to say anything else. It is what it is. What I said is the absolute thing. You're frustrated because You know that you're tired, and you know that you might have needed this situation. Temperance is Sagittarius. You're out of balance. You were expecting something and you didn't get it. You didn't receive the communication the way that you were hoping to get the communication, and that's okay. It will come back around. So let's hold your horses just a little bit here. Tuesday's energy. Why do you want me to talk about it? Okay, so they're asking me to talk a little bit more about the Sagittarius position. That happens to be Jupiter. So we mentioned that a little bit earlier. This is Jupiter. That's why. So the energy of Jupiter and Taurus is looking for, as far as connection for you, this is trine energy. So it's a potential for those things to work out. But you have to remember that the potentials are also going to require the other person's energy in this. So it's very much you dealing with somebody else here. And it does mean that you need to speak your piece, but you also need to be balanced in that energy, right? We're balancing the energy of modern day fire and water. We have to have just that right amount of steam in order to push something forward. So that's sort of what we've got going on. It's not negative, it's just not now, if I can say it in a different way. Let's move to the energy of the star card for Aquarius on Tuesday. We have all these things. Oh my gosh. Look at this. You guys, I don't even need to say anything. I mean, I've already finished my reading. I mean, because they're just validating the same thing I said before. Pluto, both in the same position. You're resisting something that needs to get looked at. So if this conversation didn't go the way that you wanted it to, you need to take a look at your intentions within this. What was stated, what was given as an olive branch. Why are you dumping that? Spirit says you need to pay attention to what these opportunities are, because it's what you asked for. So I'm going to say this about that. When a gift is presented to you, and that is literally what they're talking about here, when a gift is given to you, it's not always shiny. Sometimes it's so low key, but that's what Spirit has developed for you, because it's the right way for you to receive it. It may not be full of, ribbons and bows and shiny lights. It might be just the teeniest, tiniest thing that comes to you, and some people miss their opportunities because they're looking for it to be a big flash. Now, specifically, there's this huge, there is a square that is going to develop on Tuesday here. It's minor, so a lot of people aren't going to talk about it, but you do have a conjunction that's going to take place. What happens in any conjunction is huge activation. So conjunctions and oppositions are those activation points within you for this greater learning for yourself. The thing that happens within that conjunction is it's going to change the way you think. Period. End of discussion. So at the end of the day, bottom line, net, there is going to be a way that you're going to understand that what is being tempered, what is being balanced, with your emotion and the motion of what Spirit is trying to bring. There's a different shift and a change that's going to happen. There's an offer. I'm telling you, there's an offer that's coming and you're not liking it for some reason. And I get that. Sometimes it doesn't look shiny. Not everything that's good for us comes in shiny packages. That's all I have to say about that. Well, let's take another look at Death card. Let's take another look at Pluto. Let's take another look at what is happening here. You will have another square conversation. Yeah, you will have another square that you have to deal with on Wednesday specifically. But that now is going to have this energy of shift when it comes to what's taking place with Taurus. But we are still going to be in that energy of that conjunction as well. So that conjunction is going to be felt over a 2-day period. So for instance, because it takes place at 10 o'clock on one coast all the way to 1 o'clock a.m. So you're definitely going to wake up into this energy when you get into Wednesday. Okay. We do have the moon that moves into its exalted position of Taurus, which is beautiful from a financial perspective and resource perspective and things of that nature. So it does look like there will be some sort of internal conversation. Your spirit guides coming in here as a way to move forward. And with the 5 of Wands in the reverse position, this is clearing and cleansing and releasing that resistance for whatever it is to get you ready to be ready to receive it here. So this communication, this 8 of Wands energy that shows up here for you on Wednesday is going to be important. Again, this is Sagittarius energy. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, this is getting you ready. Now let's look at the Judgment card. What is it that we have also with planet Pluto and the motion in the ocean, so to speak, here for our Aquarius friends when we get towards this Thursday, a square with Mercury in Aquarius, so communication. It could be a little bit challenged for some people. Hold on, it wants to be that one. The rest of them I have to put back because it's not ready. Seven of Cups energy in the reverse position is beautiful. It means multiple options were presented to you and you picked one. You decided that the offer that was presented to you was probably the best and there you go, highest and best. I don't even need to finish off with this reading, guys. I mean, seriously, you're going in the right direction by accepting this offer. Whatever this offer happens to be, it is going to carry you forward. It is you. Bam. I mean, do it. I will, because that's me. But literally, this is what it's saying. From the planetary perspective, as we break it down with each of these cards, Seven of Cups energy has everything to do with what's going on with Scorpio. So Scorpio. Then we have the Chariot, which is the Cancer energy, nurturing energy. There is no crazy shift that takes place within Cancer. There's no development. There's no lines. There's no connection to Cancer on this particular day. Page of Wands could be representative of any of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And then, of course, again, you come into this position, So let's take a look at the Sagittarius energy with this Scorpio energy that takes place on Friday. We already talked about the fact that Venus was moving. So Venus is the ruler of both Taurus and Libra. Of course, you guys know that already. But just to share that information, very specifically, Venus on this particular day, as far as you guys are concerned, doesn't really have a direct correlation as far as a transit. So you're going to want to pay attention to one of your other signs, with the exception of the fact that it will trine. Okay, it's going to trine with Venus and Aquarius. It's going to trine the now moon in Gemini. And so that is going to be a shift that you're going to want to pay attention to. But it's also going to trine the action of Mars. And it's also going to trine the action of Pluto. So there's no negative energy in this, but this has been a busy week. This is why they're telling you to slow down in order to speed up, my friends. There's going to be a square that develops between Mercury and Taurus on this particular day, which is what you need to be able to pay attention to. But again, the square is minimal, and so Spirit is just asking you to have a little bit of faith. So Taurus obviously is responsible for physical, tangible, touchable things, but it also includes our health, guys. Okay, and because you're riding in the 6th house of Virgo's energy, practical next steps. Let's be practical in the energy of taking our rest when they tell us to slow down. Yep, there's your ruling planet. There's Uranus right here. Do not pass go or collect $200. You need rest. The Fool in the reverse position means stop. It means you need to rest in these situations. Need I say more? Let's go to the Libra energy on Saturday here. Queen of Swords in reverse. For our Aquarius, 4 swords. 8 of Swords on Sunday, please. Sun card. The other card that wants to come out is the World. That's you. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups in the reverse position. This is just going to be a squirrely week for you. You may need to just give yourself the opportunity here to realize that you are working through releasing more emotion. Okay? Emotion. Because when the World card comes in, you have 2 rulers. You guys know that? Okay? Saturn for a lot of you, Uranus for the majority of you, you are going to have to give yourself some time. Okay? When Pluto itself moves into the energy of where we're going to be at here on Sunday, it's going to align then because the Sun is going to move into Pisces. So it'll take a little bit of the pressure off of you. Sun and Pisces on Sunday, beg your pardon. And that will open up sort of the energy for you to just sort of get like this grand break. So give yourself a break this week. There's going to be a lot of significant information and energy that comes towards you. You may feel like you don't have it all together. Rest. And the only other thing I can say about this, with this Libra energy, if you are not how do I say this? If somebody presents to you an offer and you definitely move forward, you definitely need to see that as a victory and let that be what it is this week. If you feel like you're being pressured, or someone else that you're dealing with is asking you to wait a few days, period, it's not negative, rest, okay? Let everything sort of sink and marinate and shift this week. Next week will be energetically a lot better. I promise you. I'm telling you. It's going to be very, very beautiful for a lot of people because we'll have learned how to navigate some of those different energies in a different way. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Let's go ahead and move into, I'm telling you, Monday is going to be so awesome for you with that Gemini energy with the moon in Cancer and then the sun in Pisces. It's just going to be so much better. The pressure is off. All right, let's go in with the energy card for our Aquarius this week. Ooh, thank you so much. Look at that. There's more information you don't know about. Goddess of the moon, there's more energy that you don't know about, so you just need to hang out and trust and have faith and rest. Receive your downloads of information, integrate. You need integration time as well as you are receiving these spiritual upgrades, downloads, and the other things that are showing up this week. Huge, 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 huge. Numerology card for our Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. Forgiveness. The energy of balance in that sixth house. If you're not hearing what you want to hear, the way you want to hear it, forgive yourself and forgive the other person. Maybe they are just having a problem. Also communicating is what I'm also ensured to make sure that you know about. Again, judgment, the Chariot card, 7 of Cups in the reverse. Beautiful. You're doing the right things this week. Okay? Give people a break as well. Forgive them is going to give you your energy back as well. And forgiveness for self. If you feel like you've been pressured or you're pressuring or you just can't quite get there and articulate things this week, I'm not surprised. Let's go in with your angel card. Opportunity and change. Give yourself a rest. It's happening, sweetheart. It's happening. Come, speak to us. Let us share with you all of the blessings. Let's go in with your Dragon Oracle. I thought yours was going to be the most complicated, but honestly, it's not. It makes a lot of sense. We have the Earth Dragon energy, which is talking about clearing your path and also the land around you. Now, you are being asked to stay grounded. Stay grounded. Not doing a whole lot. Stuck energy is clearing. What did I tell you about that? You will be able to and can move forward in life, but please, you've got to make sure that you are grounding your energy, cleansing and clearing any energy that doesn't belong to you. Okay. That is what I have from this perspective. Let's take a look at this 963 hertz. Because the 963 hertz, getting you back to you, cleansing and clearing the energy of your thought process and knowing that you are important and what it is that you're bringing forward to yourself and others is important. You got to maintain that balance for yourself because the 963 hertz is the I am energy. That is you. That is your soul self. It's a reminder to you that life is a journey, not a final destination. Okay. And so you have to honor all of you. You have to honor the lessons that come to you. You have to honor either not being able to fulfill an obligation, or you have to be able to forgive other people if they are not fulfilling an obligation, regardless of what that looks like. Leadership, hardship, pain, humility, love, spirit, reflection, conflict, all of those things are letting you know that there's energy that's clearing out. So you are on the right track, literally. So if you're just looking to make sure you're on the right track, the answer is yes. This is the energy of 9 all together. So this is letting you know. So you've got the energy of 3, 6, 9, and of course you've got the energy of 6 here. So it's about balance for you this week. Any of the 12 synergy stones, you can Google those, are going to be supportive for you if you need that higher level of meditation. Otherwise, you can use any of the clear platonic solid sets, meaning clear quartz. Use just a regular piece of clear quartz. Morganite is going to be offered to you as a beautiful suggestion, as well as morganite for healing that heart energy and also that throat chakra. So it sort of does like this mid-range, very much like aquamarine will do. Of course, You can use any crystal in your collection if you've already gotten attuned to it. And I'm just going to offer this. If you're looking for some new crystals, if you're looking for your own personal reading, healing, or opportunity to understand things within your chart, the description box below is going to take you to my website, and you can simply shop online, or you can book a personal session with me. I'd be honored to assist, but please, sun, moon, rising, all the important things. This is going to be a very interesting and choppy week for some people. Give yourself a break. It's going to be all right. All right, guys, many blessings. We will talk to you soon. Bye for now.